tempo. I know what this shot means. It means that we're about to get into our second best of 3 here at the GPL International Group C. Nerchio, oh, here we go. In our top right-hand corner, playing for Team True Esports, we have Elazer.
All right, and in the bottom, we have our boy. It is Nerchio from Euronics Gaming.
Yeah, Nerchio, he looks a little bit like Mastermind.
He really does.
Like the DreamWorks villain.
Yeah.
Oh, man, and I
So
feel like
true.
he kind of plays to that, too, right? Like, he's a really smart player. He's out to conquer the world. He's always been a bit of a StarCraft 2 villain. But, yeah. See what he's going to opt going into this first map here in the best of 3. It's an important map to kind of set the tempo for how this all will play out. Elazer can exploit any weaknesses he puts up, so it's going to be on Nerchio, I think, to start off strong.
Yeah, I mean, they're both going to be going for the hatch first, and I don't think either of them are the type to go for the gasless style, but oh my god, I've seen Nerchio do this before, and I've seen him die to a 13-12 when it happened, but this time it's not going to be the case. Nerchio's going for a 3-hatch before a pool here in the ZvZ matchup. Whoa.
Yeah, that's like not something, I want to say not something you see every day, but I'm going to go out and say it's not something you see ever. And taking that gas too before he throws the pool down.
All right, I like it. I really do like it because with the Elazer going for a hatch first, and you know he's not going to be going for that aggression. I think we're finally going to be able to get a chance to see how it's actually going to be interacting with each other, or rather, you know, the 3-hatch before pool against the 3, or rather, you know, just the regular hatch gas pool.
Yeah, but I mean, it was, as far as like greed goes, Elazer's greed was pretty conservative. But I don't think it's like quick enough to necessarily punish what Nerchio's doing.
No, I really don't think you can, especially here on Orbital Shipyard. I believe you're going to have enough time to react, and it's going to be hard to actually identify it in time. So the Overlord is going to have to go to the right just a little bit. But is it really something that you're going to expect?
Actually, if it goes straight into the main base, you won't see it. I gotta imagine Elazer's reaction is like, oh, he did check it?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta imagine Elazer's reaction at that point is like, you what, mate?
Yeah,
like,
oh, for sure.
Do you not know this is ZvZ? Or do you think I'm a Protoss player?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just like, oh, okay. I see how you're going to be playing now. But honestly, it's not like a crazy advantage, but it's still going to give him a nice larva burst.
Yeah, and
So
Elazer going to be coming in here with this slow lane. This is just a scouting unit. He's going to try to get a full read on what his opponent is doing here. And, yeah, just going to basically see nothing too crazy aside from that early absurd greed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Elazer did delay the Baneling Nest by a bit of time here. Nerchio, if you're going to be going for that early kind of greed, making sure that you get your Baneling Nest on time is very important. So I think Elazer did, he might have cut some gas earlier to get a 3rd base, and then put back into it in order to get the Baneling Nest. So I can dig it. You know, he's staying pretty even here, just is a bit behind in the gas department.
Yeah, but I think when you go for a build like this, being behind in gas is kind of just a reality of the situation here for our Polish player, and I think it just kind of equals out, stabilizes, and goes into a big, exciting macro game.
Yeah, it's just a cool kind of little adjustment, and it looks like he did get an Evo chamber, and he is beginning to start to show what kind of tech he will go for. The Roach Warren, don't believe either of them went for the lair, and getting that +1 is Elazer. While Nerchio doing the same thing, but just a little bit behind.
Yeah, but he is going to be chipping away at that queen just a bit, not able to put too much damage down on it with those lings, and Nerchio with the quick ling speed going to have a decent bit of map presence here. But now it's Elazer's turn to step out, and he's actually going to bring some of these slow banelings waddling across the map with him.
Yeah, so not too bad, I would say, if he's able to get some damage done, but it's always going to be a difficult task, especially when both of them have pretty good control, and then attacking into the defender, especially with those queens kind of hanging out.
Yeah, they're getting to the edge of that crate, man, and This could be a bit uncomfortable for Nerchio here as these slow banelings start waddling up. Now they're on creep. They're going to be moving a bit faster. Elazer getting the wraparound on top of one of those queens with his own lings. Nerchio's microing his banelings quite well, and he actually manages to shut most of this down, like, decisively.
Yeah. I mean, that was actually really nicely. He just kind of batted that away and just nothing at all, you know, not phased. Gonna continue on with this build, getting his lair. I think... Oh, I wish I could see if Elazer already went for the lair. I know that Elazer likes to do this kind of build where... Okay, he did... Yes, because he's getting the road speed.
Yep.
So both of them do have the lair. Bit of a deviation, though. Oh, no. They're both going for spires after it, too.
Whoa, so I guess you're a couple seconds ahead of me, because I do know.
A little bit?
There's the spire. Okay.
Okay, my bad, yeah.
No, that's okay, I'll refresh, but
I tried to pause.
there we go. Elazer actually canceling his spire and going for a Hydralisk. Then a bit of indecision here from one of our Polish players.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So I wonder if that was any reason to do that, but going right for the for the Hydroden, Elazer is gonna try to contest it here by having the better ground army, especially with his upgrades, gonna be favoring the Hydras as opposed to the Mutas. So if he's not, if you're gonna go into Roach Hydra, that means you're most likely gonna have less Ravagers, and I think that Muta switch is really a punisher for the Roach Ravager style.
Yeah, and I guess it's just like Nerchio doesn't necessarily have to commit into that. He can he can just kind of have it in his back pocket. Obviously, if Elazer busts out a Hydralisk heavy composition, Muta is not really a choice you necessarily want to be going for. Oh, that's annoying, just having that one lane forcing Elazer to come out and respond.
Right? So, oh well. And I am trying to think how this is going to be going, because I do favor the Roach Hydra player, especially when you secure the third base. Even getting a fourth base, it looks like both of the players are going to be doing. But I wonder, will he go into the Roach Hydra Infester? Or will it just be this giant Roach Hydra push with the +2?
Yeah, I mean, once that grooved spine, I forget what the upgrade's called now, the range speed upgrade. It's just one.
Yep.
And once that finishes, that's going to give so much more firepower to Elazer. You can get that huge kind of concave that you can only get with a big Roach Hydra army. And I think Nerchio is going to be relying heavily on those corrosive biles to kind of put the damage down on top of the Hydras of his opponent.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad that he didn't go for the Mutas yet. So getting the fourth base and starting to bank up those the gas is going to be nice. I do like Roach Ravager a little bit more than Roach Hydra, just because you can kind of hit the Hydras a lot easier with the corrosive biles. They don't have the mobility that the Roaches and the Ravagers do. And look at that, Nerchio. He's going to be getting right on top of a lot of those units that Elazer does have as he does retreat on home.
Yeah, and here we go, man. There's a big concave here. He's actually catching a bunch of units that kind of pause for a moment to return fire, and Elazer just played out like a lot of supply completely for free.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of trouble that he's going to be in as he does get pushed up his ramp. And look, always having to reposition because of the corrosive bile. I think it is going to be going into Nerchio's favor as he just pushes up this ramp, continuing to just reposition Elazer every single time.
Yeah, and now the last of the Hydras are starting to step up into this Roach Ravager army. They're doing the best. The drones coming off the line to fight, but I think this could be too little too late as the Ravager heavy composition of Nerchio continues to press forward. But no, it looks like with the help of the drones, Elazer has managed to drive his opponent back.
He does indeed, and he is going to hold on for the time being, but he is down in supply. Very, very... Oh, I love when the Ravagers try to go for the larva or the eggs with the corrosive biles, but...
Yeah, very key plays. The Hydra actually ate one, but now he's ready to chase down Nerchio's army, which is a bit split up because of this choice he's made. But now the reinforcements come trickling in. Nerchio getting right on top of this army. He feels very comfortable continuing to engage as Elazer splits up his army as best he can. He has a good concave here. Is that going to be enough, though, as the corrosive biles continue to rain down from the sky? Nerchio eats a few friendly fires there, but the army of Elazer is shrinking as Nerchio continues to press further and further into this space, down to just 3 Hydras, a handful of Roaches, and a Ravager, and it looks like Nerchio could have just enough to break this, but the defender's advantage is continuing to be strong for Elazer.
Ooh, almost lead, but getting those eggs with the corrosive bile means that the defender's advantage is not going to be as strong. Nerchio is going to be able to most likely take out the fourth, and I think it is it. He takes it out, takes out the reinforcements, and Elazer has his back against the wall, and I think that Nerchio is just going to be pushing him against it in G.
Yeah.
G. should be called.
There's very little left here for Elazer, who's continuing to try his best to hold. GG is called.
Yeah, I figured